Sounds on you. Good evening, folks, and welcome to Jefferson High School. We kicking off the 2023 Jefferson County Middle School Showcase. I am J.D. Fritz, your host, along with my broadcast partner, Reggie Kramer. Reggie, nice to have you with me tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got two well-coached teams tonight. We got Johnson Middle out of D.C., coached by Stephen Ellis. They are coming off, actually, they've already had a season opener win, 42-27 over Stuart Hobson. Now they will be taking on the South Middle Trojans, coached by Boat Wilkes. We know Boat always comes in with a well-prepared team. We don't know a whole lot yet about Johnson out of D.C., but just kind of watching them warm up, Reggie, you can tell they're athletic, they're long. So,
yeah, D.C. is known for a lot of athletes. Known for a lot of athletes out there. And looks like we're getting into the starting lineups here.
Number 5, Number 10, Number 13, Lamont. Number 14, Rico Bonner. Number 15, Julius Terry. And number 12, Hayden Morgan. And now the reserves of South Middleton. Number 6, Julius Bailey. Number 4, Donnie Peebles. Number 5, Trenton Adams. Number 10, Durante White. Number 11, Sawyer Smith. Number 14, Clayton Elliott. Number 20, Caleb Shaw.
everybody's at so far to start the season. Should be a good game here between these two teams. This is the first game of a doubleheader. Got the second game coming up. Charlestown Panthers versus the Shady Spring Tigers. That'll be coming up a little bit later.
Like you said, a good mix, JD. Coach Lewis put this tournament on a couple times. Like I said, with his D.C. connection, getting these teams out of D.C. to come down here and make the journey, play some of our local EPAC teams, man. Just all around great for the community. Great experience for these kids as well. Also, experiencing different teams, not just in your local area.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of times these kids don't get a chance, especially in the middle school, to kind of branch out and play some of the teams, some of the better competition, which, in the DMV area, there's plenty of competition, and it's not that far down the road. So it's a wonderful experience for a lot of these kids.
Yeah, it's a great experience. Looks like we're about to have tip-off right now, JD. Let's go and get it.
It looked like South will control the tip. Knocked away there by 21, Donovan Birch. So South will inbound the ball.
Interested to see what plays. Coach Boat's drawing up early. The baseline out of bounds and everything.
Knocked away there by number 12, Monte Neal. So already you can kind of see that Johnson is going to use a lot of their length to their advantage.
And a team out of D.C. used a lot of man-to-man, a lot of ball pressure.
That's going to be a turnover there by South already early. The ball go back over to Johnson Middle.
So that pressure getting to them real early in the game. Let's see how they deal with it later on in the game, JD.
The South comes out already in kind of a full court press there. Swing it over to the corner. Back out to the top there. The shot goes up by number 4 off the mark, Markel Carter. That board controlled by South. There's a foul there, right there at midcourt. Not really what you want to see early on. Picked up a cheap foul there on number 11, Donzel Bird.
Yeah, not at midcourt, but if you're going to let the offense know that you're there, playing tight defense, quick foul, let them know.
The number 13, Eli Clement, swings it out to Donovan Nichols. Landon Herring, looking for somebody. Turn the ball over. Donzel Bird lays it up and good for Johnson Middle, and they take the early 2-0 lead.
And right back in that full court pressure.
South pushes the ball up. Out of bounds. That'll stay here with South.
On that last possession, JD, South went to a 2-3 zone on them. Like, confused South a little bit.
Inbound the ball over there to number 3. Herring swings it over to number 13, Eli Clement, who's fouled on the play. Oh, I'm sorry, that's number 31. Or number 30, excuse me. Donovan Nichols.
Looks like he was fouled by number 21.
I thought he might have been fouled in the act of shooting, but they called it, I guess, on the floor.
Yeah, like those rules here, like high school, no continuation.
The number 13, Clement, controls the ball. There's another cheap foul there at the top of the key. That's on Bird again. That'll be his second.
Too quick one as he plays his case to Coach Stephen Ellis.
Yeah, but he definitely gave him a little shoulder shrug.
Coach leaving him in the game as well. Must trust his players a lot.
Herring drives to the basket, lays it up. Might have been deflected. The official said no. Out of bounds. Ball goes back over to Johnson Middle. The number 1, Burwell. And he's fouled on the floor. That'll go against Landon Herring. That'll be his first.
And it looks like South come out in the 2-2-1 press trying to trap on them sidelines out there.
So Bird controls the ball, swings it over to Burwell. He's looking to drive. Good defense there by number 3, Jace Jays. The shot goes up. It's missed. Rebounded by number 22 there for South, Hudson Smith. The three goes up, and it's off the mark.
Just off by number 13, Eli Clement.
Johnson pushes the ball up. Missed the shot. Ball goes out of bounds off the leg. It looked like it went off Herring, but it must have ricocheted off of Montel Neal. So we're going to have a timeout on the floor by South. Be a 30-second timeout. So we'll stay right here. But so far, it sounds, you can kind of tell that each team's kind of feeling each other out so far, trying to see, but like you said, early pressure on by both teams. Nobody can quite find a shot yet to get into a rhythm as we have South just up 2-0 with 3:48 left to go in the first period.
And like you mentioned earlier, Johnson Mills already played a game. I believe this is South's first game of the year.
Yep.
So they're still trying to get their legs under them. It's a lot different from just being at practice every day to actually hitting the hardwood. So a quick time by Coach Boat to try to rally the troops, get them under control, and settle them a little bit.
Now Hudson Smith will bring the ball up for South. Swings it over to Herring. Herring picks his dribble up. Back over to number 13, Eli Clement. Nice little layup there in the lane by Clement for two.
Nice soft touch at the rim, soft touch.
That ties the game up. Bird brings it up there for Johnson Middle. Another turnover. Hudson Smith pushing it up. Out there to Clement. He'll slow it up a little bit. Drives down the lane. Clement lays it up. He missed. Big rebound by Nichols, and he's fouled there. I think that might be on number 12, Montel Neal. So that'll put Donovan Nichols at the line, shooting two.
That was a big, strong read by him as well, JD.
Yeah, well, he's a big body underneath there, so he's going to be able to kind of create space for himself. First one's off the mark. And here comes a fresh four right off the bench
Massive
for Johnson Middle.
Massive. So I guess Coach Ellis wasn't too pleased with the way his team was performing early.
Yeah, and I don't know, these guys, he brought in guys that are relatively much taller than the guys that were in the starting lineup. So I don't know if he kind of is just playing a little cat and mouse and not starting the guys that normally going to be starting the season. Because those weren't some of the guys that we were seeing throwing it down.
No, sir.
In warm-ups. As Johnson Middle returns it over, Hudson Smith will control the ball. He swings it there to Herring. Back out top to Clement. Clement will take the three off the mark there. Rebounded by number 3, Carlton Smith. Little pressure defense by South. Steal by Herring. Herring lays it up and misses the layup there.
The mark.
Just a little too easy for him there, and he just put a little too much on it. Came right off the front of the rim.
Like I said earlier, JD, he's still trying to find his legs a little bit on that layup. A little excitement. They got a turnover. Trying to start turning the heat up a little bit.
Yeah, each team still kind of hasn't gotten quite into a good rhythm yet. And now with Johnson Middle, they have 4 new players on the court. That's number 2, Christopher Alston. Markel Carter looking for somebody. It's out of bounds. That'll stay with Johnson Middle.
Yeah, both teams early are all over the place, JD.
Number 3, 10 with the shot. That's Amos Davis. I think Davis is the one that I might have seen throwing it down there early in the Herring. As Herring drives the lane, and he misses, gets his own rebound and put back. Landon Herring for 2 more.
And it looks like South's game was to drive and attack that middle.
So that'll put South up 5-2 as Herring has 3 of those 5 points. A nice block there by Nichols. And once again, Johnson Middle turns the ball over as Clement will bring it up, calling the offense. Little shake and bake down the lane, little Euro, and he's fouled and will go to the line for 2.
What I'm noticing early with this Johnson Middle team, JD, they're doing a lot of reaching.
Yes.
A lot of reaching, trying to steal that ball.
Yeah, they definitely need to work on a little more moving their feet, getting their bodies more in position. They're picking up a lot of cheap fouls. Already 5 team fouls for Johnson Middle. They'll come in.
Good.
Shooting the first 1 of 2. And he's true on the first.
Yeah. The routine is a little
Yeah, he
long.
took about 20 dribbles, but hey, it's whatever works, right?
Yes, sir.
He definitely seems like he's the ball handler, the facilitator, but he also looks like he's definitely able to score and get a shot off as well.
Yeah, he seems to be in attack mode early.
Clement's good on his second. That'll put South up 7-2 with 1:33 left in a first period. South with the pressure. Looked like a backcourt, but they turned it over. That's number 21 now in the game for South, Luke Seifert. So out of bounds. It'll stay with South. Hudson Smith will take it out. Inbounds there to Bailey. Clement in the lane. And he's fouled again. Now we'll see if this is on the floor or if in the act of shooting. It's 2 shots.
He is getting them Johnson Middle guards in a lot of foul trouble early. He's being aggressive. He's attacking.
Reggie, we're not even out of the first period, and Johnson Middle already has 16 fouls. Being just like you said, a little over aggressive. So Clement at the line, shooting 2. He's off the mark on his first. Coming into the game now for Nichols is number 20 for South, Caleb Shaw.
Give the big man a little rest. He was hustling out there.
Yeah, Nichols, he definitely gave him great minutes so far. Give him a little bit of a breather. As Clement is good on his second.
Pure water.
And we have a timeout here on the floor.
It's like a full timeout.
Full timeout, and we were going to take a commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back after this. Now I got to get in the make sure getting the flow from switching from.
When your life depends on it, you don't cut corners. You go for top quality. But what about when your death depends on it? Same.
And we are back, guys, here, Jefferson High School, for this 2023 Middle School Showcase. Minute and 22 left in the first period. So the South Trojans are up over the Johnson Middle out of D.C. 8-2. So Johnson Middle bring it up. Number 3 shoots the ball there. That is Carlton Smith. He's off the mark. The ball go back over to South. Or, no, what do they call here? Yeah, they're in the 1-1 already. They're in the bonus. So, South will be shooting free throws the rest of this half. And we're not even out of the first period yet, Reggie.
South's doing a lot of cheap fouling out there. As you see, D.C. doing a lot of cheap fouling out there, but as you can see, South's fired up. Coach Boat knows how to inspire a team.
That's right. I love watching Coach Boat. He knows how to motivate his players and get the most out of them. So Hudson Smith at the line.
Oh, I believe they're shooting 2 now. I believe the new rule kicked in this year, I believe. If you certain amount, the bonus is 2.
Wow, okay.
I have to double check on that, people.
Well, I don't know why. They had 6 fouls and it went to 5, but I think it's 7.
Yeah,
because they still start the bonus at 7.
Yeah, I think now it might be 5 and the double bonus. We'll get back to that during halftime. We'll double check on the rules to make sure.
So Smith makes the second. That'll put South up 9-2. As Julius Terry bringing up and turns the ball over. Smith's driving up the floor, down the lane,
Coast to coast.
shoots it up, and it's good. 2 points there for Hudson Smith. It puts South up 11-2 with just under a minute to go. Johnson Middle will bring it up. That's Terry with the ball. Pressure by South, and they turn it over once again. That pressure by South Middle is just way too much right now for Johnson Middle, and they're going to have to figure out something here. Once this period comes to an end, they're going to have to get.
And that's usually what happens, JD, when a team that likes to put a lot of pressure on you gets pressured.
And just like that, there's a turnover by South. They swing it over to number 2, Christopher Alston, in the corner there. Alston had a look at a three, and he didn't take it.
Didn't like he was comfortable with that shot.
Montel Neal with the drive. Misses it, but he's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. And I was just getting ready to say, right before he drove to the basket, they're not getting any easy looks, and they haven't gotten very many shots off on offense either. So, you know, got to give credit to South. They've really made it tough for the longer, taller Johnson Middle to even get shots off.
Real tough. Like I said, passing up open threes. I don't know if Johnson's hesitating, double thinking. They had a couple open looks to shoot them.
Neal off on his first. And Johnson Middle's going to need every point here, try to get back in this ball game.
This is a both.
A big rebound there by number 2, Christopher Alston. He's definitely got the size.
There's that height you were talking about.
Seifert on the layup for the South Middle.
South comes right down, breaks the press like it's nothing.
The Luke Seifert with another 2 points, and South leads at the end of one. You have the South Trojans 13, Johnson Middle 4. Kind of wasn't expecting this. Really, Reggie watching them warm up and watching the length and the athleticism of Johnson Middle.
You go for top quality. But what about when your death depends on it? Same thing. That's why I've arranged my funeral plan with Rosedale. I pay a lump sum now or in installments, and the cost of the services for my plan are fixed forever, no matter how much prices go up. So when the day comes, I know I have helped my family with the cost of the funeral that I have chosen, and everything has been arranged by Rosedale.
All right, Chloe, well, congratulations on your new policies. And just basically making sure all of your information looks okay. I went ahead and emailed you proof of insurance as well as ID cards. And if you need me for any reason, just don't hesitate to reach out and give me a call or text me anytime, okay?
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you.
Congrats.
Come on down to Big Mike's Grill.
Not much sitting on the bench. Both teams ready to go.
Now Johnson Middle will get possession starting the second quarter. They've definitely got a little work to do as they're down 9. And I'm sure Coach Boat has told his team, look, we're doing right what we need to do. We're controlling the game at our pace, playing good defense.
Looks like South's going to back off into a 2-3 right now, JD.
Smith swings it over to 14. Rico Myers back over to Smith. Trying to play a little high-low there on offense.
Do you think they went zone just because Johnson Middle's not shooting the 3 ball, taking outside shots?
Yeah,
they're
that's
trying to clog the middle
definitely
up a little more.
But they're packing it in. And there's a shot for 3 off the mark. Oh, it looked like it might have tipped about top of the backboard, but officials say good on that 3 as he got the friendly roll.
And that was by number 3, Carlton Smith.
13-7.
Number 2, Christopher Austin.
Nice drive. I have to give them credit, man. Even though, like, that little guy, number 12 for South, Number 2, not a big kid, Julius Bailey, but he's not afraid to take it down low amongst those big, taller guys. And I'm sure Coach Boat, that's one thing that he's, stressed to his team. Look, attack the basket. They're fouling, attack the basket. Might have been a travel, got away with one there. Bailey for 3, and it's good.
Big shot.
Julius Bailey knocks down a huge 3 there for South.
They're going to give it to you. Might as well shoot it.
And they are up 9 again, 16-7. Johnson Middle throws it away again. I just think they have not settled in to a good offensive set yet. They just, the pressure from South has just been too much. They haven't even been able to get it over half court comfortably. And there's a quick steal. Looks like that's off the foot of Luke Seifert, so it'll go back over to Johnson Middle.
So let's see if they can figure this press out right now. So they're definitely struggling in the press. A good way to beat the press is pass the ball.
That's right. If you can't dribble out of it, got down low. Good defense there by Hunter Smith. Bailey swings it out to Smith. Smith with the shot. He's off the mark.
Good hustle.
Seifert with the ball. Swings it over there to Caleb Shaw, who throws it away. Rico Myers kind of just throws it up underneath the rim.
Expecting that contact and never
Smith
got it.
Down low, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Austin again. The big man likes to bring the ball up. I see that. Swings it out there to Terry. Kicks it out. Austin for 3. No good. Rebound by South. And that's Shaw. Hunter Smith. Nice
Good
give.
Look, give and go.
Good look by Hunter Smith. And South just keeps on rolling. They're up 18-7.
So we got officials timeout for a shoe tie. But I'm not sure you can really sub.
The Boat says he's going to sub someone. So Nichols is back in the game for Hunter Smith, who had a great quarter and a half so far. Austin trying to look for somebody. I believe that's number 14.
I think
Carlton's
Johnson Middle's holding the ball too long and trying to break that press.
just looking for anything. Just cannot get anything working as Amos Davis was fouled. And that's on the floor, so the Panthers, I keep saying Johnson Middle, but they're actually the Panthers. We have 2 Panthers in this tournament, Charlestown and Johnson Middle. Well, there's Terry. Just in and out. Can't quite get it to go.
They can't really
Carlton
buy buckets
Smith,
so much.
just off the mark. Jay's there. Good idea, but just a little late on the pass to Nichols.
That's how you beat the press. Pass the ball. Give it up.
Austin with the drive.
Oh!
Blocked there by Donovan Nichols. Just when you thought Austin had an easy 2, Donovan Nichols comes over and says, I don't think so. The Panthers inbound the ball. They swing it over to Smith, trying to play a little. Number 10, Amos Davis is fouled again on the floor.
And they're going to call that foul every time you're behind and trying to poke the ball at that. They're going to call it every time you try to do that.
And that's what the Panthers have to do. They've got to post up, get it down low, and let the big mans go to work. So a couple more substitutions here by South as number 15. Well, we got a jersey switch. I don't know if number 3 is Chase Jays, because unless they just said the wrong name during the starting lineups, I'm not sure. But We're going to have to find out if that's Jace Jays because they don't have a 3 on their roster. As the other number 15 scores.
Jace Jays.
Ooh. Official says it wasn't a carry as his hand stayed on top of the ball.
Yeah, you can dribble as high as you want, long your hands on top of that basketball.
Carlton Smith with the ball as he drives baseline, lays it up and good.
Beautiful.
Nice little drive there by Smith. We got a 30-second timeout by South as I think that Coach Wilkes is going to draw something up here.
So I got a minute 55. Quick 30-second timeout.
South is up 11, 20-9. So they've been pretty much in control of this game since the beginning.
And it seems like Johnson, every time Johnson Middle tries to settle in, South just comes right back at him.
They
Right
just
back to
haven't given
pressure.
South any breathing room whatsoever. So we'll have to see if, at halftime what kind of adjustments that they're going to make. But I just think that South is just, they've gotten any shot off just about that they wanted. They've gotten to the basket a lot.
That last possession from Johnson Middle, that little baseline drive, is one of the few mental breakdowns South has had all night.
So South will inbound the ball. It'll be Clement. A little backcourt there. Kind of got a little confused what they were doing, I think.
You got to realize where you're at on the court as well. If you're gonna go back court, go ahead and go back there and get the ball.
So Smith controls for the Panthers. Swings it over to number 5 there. Daquan Tibbs. Smith with a kick out to Tibbs for 3. Just short. Rebounded by South. Clement will control it and bring it up.
And South should be in no rush. Take time, run your set.
Ooh, number 4 there. Steal by Tibbs.
Whoa.
And he just throws it up off the backboard. A little bit out of control there. Austin for 3. He's off the mark. Rebounded by Smith.
Getting a little hectic out there.
Got to slow it up now. Austin takes a look. Doesn't shoot it. Back out top to Smith.
That short baseline.
Trying to get a good shot off.
That short baseline's been open for Johnson Middle.
Ward with it down low to Davis now. Davis he's a taller kid, but he just doesn't seem like he's quite as strong there as Nichols down low. Nichols likes to muscle people around, and I like that. You got the big body, use it. So a little full-court press here, man-to-man by the Panthers. Nice little drive to Nichols. He is off the mark, and that'll be a foul, I believe, on Donovan Nichols.
That might be his second, maybe third foul tonight.
He definitely doesn't want to see him in foul trouble, as he definitely controls the paint for the Trojans. It looks like Coach Wilkes might be bringing him out the next dead ball, as we have just under 40 seconds to go in the first half. Little 2-3 zone.
Little one-footer, trying to get a little whiskey going on
A little
there.
off balance. Throw it ahead there to number 4, Donnie Peebles, who throws it up. He's off the mark. Rebounded. Controlled by Smith. Final seconds here of the first half. Austin's got the ball. He swings it over to Smith. Tibbs with it. Going to have to get a shot off here.
Do something.
I don't think they see that the
They're
time's
not
running.
paying no attention.
And they don't get a shot off.
And I know Coach Ellis is not happy about that last possession from Johnson Middle.
Yeah, they just were not aware of how much time was left in the half. And your score here at Jefferson High School, the South Trojans 20, Johnson Middle Panthers 9. And we are going to be right back, guys, after a word from our sponsors.
When your life depends on it, you don't cut corners. You go for top quality. But what about when your death depends on it? Same thing. That's why I've arranged my funeral plan with Rosedale. I pay a lump sum now or in installments, and the cost of the services for my plan are fixed forever, no matter how much prices go up. So when the day comes, I know I have helped my family with the cost of the funeral that I have chosen, and everything has been arranged by Rosedale.
All right, Chloe, well, congratulations on your new policies. And just basically making sure all of your information looks okay. I went ahead and emailed you proof of insurance as well as ID cards. And if you need me for any reason, just don't hesitate to reach out. You can give me a call or text me anytime, okay?
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you.
Congrats.
Come on down to Big Mike's Grillin', 820 North Mildred Street in Ransom, West Virginia. You can go online or you can call ahead. And we also cater.